What happens when the most powerful creature on Earth discovers his master plan is falling apart? When every soldier he creates dies before his eyes? In this episode, Klaus faces his greatest nightmare: failure. Meanwhile, Stefan Salvatore isn't the hero we knew anymore. He's something darker, something dangerous. And Caroline Forbes is about to experience a betrayal so deep, it comes from the one person who should protect her most: her own father. This is the Vampire Diaries, Season 3, Episode 2, The Hybrid. And trust me, nothing goes according to plan. If you're jumping in here, here's what you need to know. Klaus just broke his curse and became a hybrid. Stefan traded his freedom to save his brother Damon, and is now Klaus's puppet Elena is desperate to find him. And Klaus? He's in the Tennessee mountains trying to build an army that will make him unstoppable. But something's gone terribly wrong. Picture this: you've spent 1,000 years waiting to break a curse. You've sacrificed everything, manipulated everyone, and finally, you succeed. You're now the first of your kind, a true hybrid. Vampire, werewolf, unstoppable. So naturally, you want to create an army just like you. Klaus has werewolves lined up. He forces them to drink his blood, kills them, and waits for them to transition into hybrids. It should work. The curse is broken. His blood should be the key. But then, they start dying. Not just one, all of them. Bleeding from their eyes, writhing in agony, and dying permanently. Every single hybrid Klaus creates fails. And for someone who's spent centuries planning this moment, this isn't just a setback. This is a catastrophe. Klaus is furious. He's confused. He's desperate. And when Klaus gets desperate, people suffer. Enter Stefan Salvatore. But this isn't the Stefan we know. Klaus has been forcing human blood down his throat, awakening the Ripper. The version of Stefan that doesn't just feed, he massacres. Stefan is cold, detached, and completely under Klaus's control. He's watching these hybrids die, doing Klaus's dirty work, and suppressing every shred of humanity he has left. The question is, why are the hybrids failing? Klaus did everything right in the ritual. He broke the curse. So what's missing? Keep that question in your mind, because the answer is going to change everything. Back in Mystic Falls, Elena Gilbert can't just sit around. She knows Stefan is out there, and she knows he's in trouble. So she does what Elena always does. She takes action. And Damon? Well, Damon goes with her. Because let's be honest, he'd follow her anywhere. They track Klaus and Stefan to Tennessee, and what should be a simple rescue mission becomes something far more complicated. When Elena finally sees Stefan, she's looking for any sign of the man she loves, any flicker of humanity, any indication that he wants to be saved. But Stefan looks at her with cold, empty eyes and says the words that shatter her: "I don't want to be saved." This is the Ripper. This is Stefan without his humanity, without his guilt, without his love for Elena, keeping him grounded. And it's terrifying because you can see Elena realizing that maybe, just maybe, the Stefan she knew is gone forever. But here's where things get interesting. Klaus spots Elena. And remember, Klaus thought Elena died in the ritual. The doppelganger was supposed to be sacrificed. So seeing her alive, that's not just a surprise, that's a revelation. And in Klaus's brilliant, calculating mind, the wheels start turning. Because if Elena's alive and his hybrids are dying, maybe, just maybe, those two facts are connected. Now we need to talk about Caroline Forbes, because what happens to her in this episode is genuinely disturbing. Her father, Bill Forbes, is back in town, and he knows about vampires. He's always known. In fact, he's dedicated his life to fighting them. So when he discovers his own daughter is a vampire, does he accept her, protect her, love her unconditionally? No. He decides to fix her. Bill captures Caroline and locks her in a cell. He injects her with vervain to weaken her, and then, and this is the truly horrifying part, he exposes her to sunlight. Over and over again. Watching her burn, watching her scream, believing that if he conditions her enough, he can somehow make her tolerate it, make her normal again. This isn't discipline. This isn't tough love. This is torture. From her own father. Caroline is begging him to stop. She's in unimaginable pain. But Bill is convinced he's helping, that he's saving her from being a monster. Tyler eventually breaks her out, proving once again that he truly cares about Caroline. But the damage isn't physical. It's emotional. The person who should love her most just treated her like an abomination. And that kind of betrayal, that doesn't heal easily. Remember that question from earlier? Why are Klaus's hybrids dying? Here's the answer. Elena's blood. Klaus figures it out. The doppelganger's blood wasn't just needed to break the curse, it's needed for every hybrid transformation. Without Elena's blood, the transition fails. every single time. This revelation flips the entire dynamic of the show. Elena went from being a sacrifice, someone Klaus needed to kill, to being the most valuable person alive. Klaus needs her, not dead, not as a memory. He needs her alive, healthy, and constantly available. Stefan sees an opportunity. He makes a deal with Klaus. Stefan will help him get Elena's blood, but in return, Klaus leaves Mystic Falls and never threatens Elena's friends again. It's Stefan's way of protecting Elena even while he's drowning in darkness, and it proves that maybe, just maybe, there's still a piece of the real Stefan buried underneath the Ripper. But now, Elena's fate is sealed. She's no longer running from Klaus. She's tethered to him, and that's somehow so much worse. And that's The Hybrid, an episode that transforms Elena from a target into a prisoner, Stefan from a hero into something unrecognizable, and Caroline from a vampire into a survivor of unimaginable trauma. The stakes have never been higher. Klaus now has leverage over everyone. Stefan is spiraling deeper into darkness, and the only question left is, how far will everyone go to protect the people they love? If you enjoyed this recap, hit that like button and subscribe for more Vampire Diaries breakdowns. Drop a comment and tell me, do you think Stefan can come back from being the Ripper, or is he too far gone? I'll see you in the next episode.